In the heart of ancient Egypt, a land ruled by powerful pharaohs and worshipped by countless gods, one man dared to challenge the very foundation of the kingdom. His name was Akhenaten, the Heretic Pharaoh. Akhenaten was not like the pharaohs before him. He turned away from the traditions that had shaped Egypt for centuries. His vision, a world centered around the worship of a single deity, Aten, the sun disk. Born as Amenhotep IV, Akhenaten inherited a prosperous kingdom, but it wasn't long before he would abandon the legacy of his forefathers. Around the 5th year of his reign, he did something unthinkable. He changed his name to Akhenaten, meaning effective for Aten, and declared Aten as the one true god. Imagine a world where Egypt's powerful priests and centuries-old religious institutions were stripped of their influence overnight. Akhenaten's decision sparked chaos and fear across the land. Akhenaten's reforms were not only religious but cultural and political. He shifted the capital of Egypt from Thebes to a newly built city, Amarna, dedicated to the worship of Aten. This new capital was unlike any before it. Art and architecture took on a new, exaggerated form. Gone were the idealized, muscular representations of pharaohs. Akhenaten's images were different, slender, elongated and intimate. The royal family was depicted in tender moments with their children, a style never seen in previous depictions. The Amarna art style was just as revolutionary as Akhenaten's religious policies. It reflected a break from tradition, a new form of expression that was deeply personal and more naturalistic. At the heart of Akhenaten's revolution was his devotion to Aten. For centuries, Egypt had worshipped a pantheon of gods, each playing a distinct role in the lives of the people. Akhenaten cast aside these gods, declaring Aten as the sole deity, a radical shift toward monotheism. Akhenaten built open-air temples to honor Aten, allowing sunlight to flood in as a representation of the god's power. It was a spiritual revolution, but not everyone in Egypt embraced this sudden transformation. Standing alongside Akhenaten was his queen, Nefertiti. Together, they ruled as divine figures. Nefertiti, with her iconic beauty, played a vital role in this new order, often depicted in religious rituals alongside her husband. Together, they portrayed the ideal family, worshipping Aten and guiding Egypt into a new era. But was this image of unity and devotion hiding cracks in their reign? As the years went by, Akhenaten's singular focus on Aten isolated Egypt from its neighboring nations. His neglect of foreign policy left Egypt vulnerable to external threats. The people, still attached to their traditional gods, grew resentful. Behind the scenes, unrest was brewing. When Akhenaten died, Egypt was left in turmoil. His successor, a young boy named Tutankhamun, would undo many of his reforms, restoring the old gods and moving the capital back to Thebes. Akhenaten's revolutionary city, Amarna, was abandoned, left to decay in the desert. Akhenaten's reign was short-lived, but his legacy endures. He was one of the first leaders in recorded history to embrace monotheism, a concept that would later shape the religious traditions of the world. His artistic innovations paved the way for more expressive forms of Egyptian art. Though branded a heretic, Akhenaten's impact on history cannot be denied. He was a visionary, a dreamer, and a ruler who dared to defy the gods themselves. Akhenaten's story is a reminder of the fragile balance between tradition and change. His dream of a world united under one god crumbled, but in its ruins we find echoes of an age of ambition and reform. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life and reign of Akhenaten, the Heretic Pharaoh. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries.